Oh shit, I clicked on the wrong thing. It went into Madden and I fucking clicked on Ultimate Team on accident.
Yeah, it happens. I do it all the time. Let me know when you're ready then.
I'm just doing my weekly thing and everybody plays.
I had no X Factor, so. Oh, never mind. Mika got one. And the Jerry Sneed got one.
Hutchinson's out for 3 weeks.
Alex Highsmith got one too. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Alex Highsmith got one too.
Hutchinson got an upgrade, but he's out for 3 weeks. That's fucking nuts. Are you ready?
Give me 1 second. I have too many X Factors on defense. I'm trying to decide who I want to keep. I can just bump him down to superstar. I did a Cam Hayward.
Where do you go to change them at?
I'm gonna go edit them.
Oh. I already knew who all has X Factors on my team. don't turn it on, you went in here.
Alright, let's just go how it is. Because I don't know if I'm keeping.
Yeah, I was working on mine, and he asked if when I get the game done. Okay. Just let me know you're ready to hit it. I just did. I just did my one in that I'm LSU in.
Alright, I'm good.
All right, hit it. So Pacheco, St. Brown, Parsons. What did you get Sneed?
Beginning of the year.
Um,
I needed a 1 and 2 between him and Porter. But they work pretty good to get with each other, so.
got some drink while
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game.
Yeah, I got him. Yeah.
Before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options.
That's Williams right now because I needed someone to fill Najee's spot. Yeah, he's out for the season.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means
no, I used them both. They were about almost the same last year.
You pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice
I
job
changed my
there.
playbook around to where both of them played in certain positions.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because...
Ah, damn it.
Oh, no, his first throw of his Super Bowl is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. St. Brown in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Yep.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Able to slither by. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Nike gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. And take a break. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Wilson. That is caught. It's Williams. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Here's Wilson.
You got Wilson in here.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And they will eventually
Fields,
get
yeah.
down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Williams. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns, 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
That's poetic, too. Damn. I forgot Williams was a former Detroit.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Where'd you get him from?
Free agent.
Oh, wow.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
I didn't sign him because not even Warner be my running back, so.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Running left to give to Pacheco. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This Super Bowl first is a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out.
Oh my God! What the fuck are you doing?
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers will take over here just shy.
You hit X too many times.
He's had a fantastic rookie season. Made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the
Mike Williams
don't feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package.
I kept everybody. I kept everybody that's originally on the Steelers. Besides what I did on defense.
They'll go again with Patterson. And they'll hold him with 3
years. Calvin Austin, I need you to make that block, buddy.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, 53 yards. And the Steelers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I shouldn't have time to just mess with him.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To the air with McCarthy.
Oh, cut, damn it. That's not who I wanted to go to.
Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked them up.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
40 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left.
Oh, that can't happen.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's why I like scrambling with him.
Nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here comes
Not the fair toes, but okay.
As this is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Pacheco. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more.
This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
That's his playbook. I don't like his playbook. I was trying to see if it was any different, but it ain't.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. Already 17-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Up the middle, it's Williams.
Thought you just went straight. Oh, damn.
Out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 61 yards rushing for him now in the first half.
I think I'm not going to be David and throw. I'm not going to be a lot of people and keep throwing it every. I'm going to run it.
And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy.
I run it with Fields. I don't throw it with him.
Nice run right there.
I'll throw it to him every now and then. Put him every now and then. Pending.
And he can only manage to get a
But
couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll do that a lot.
Well done to
I'll do that play a lot.
He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going and move the football.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
I kind of figured he wasn't going to drop.
On to give. It's Warren. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Warren is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in.
I don't. I don't know what to do now because I'm up too much.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
And I hate just keep punting the ball back there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Oh, you're on the Wildcat.
We don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
You know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
St. Brown motioning left. Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. A good pick up there, 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Rolling to his left.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down.
Yeah, no, I was here.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this
offense. Was it mostly you?
Yeah, I use it, TJ.
This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Pacheco once more.
Come on.
Well, damn, Cam.
Backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Cam,
Just put my own player into me.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield.
I'll try to go behind him and around
very,
him.
very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown.
Damn it.
Stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing.
Trying to go around Pickens.
So many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground. Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down.
What's that?
conversion.
I had a feeling it was going to be.
I could have do it to him or Allen Jefferson there. Could have threw it to either one.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, wide the fuck open. Where the fuck?
In the end zone.
Why is the defender down? Oh, I had a blitz.
I knew it was going to win that anyways. Your safety dropped.
Touchdown passes. And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this.
I'd rather George Pickens with one-on-one coverage.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Oh.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And
he still has
brought me
yet
on
to
the
get on
fucking-
track
I
in
had
this
already hit
first
high.
half as they're going to stop
start
him
doing
behind
that.
the line.
And that was Jameson
I
Williams.
feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the
Cam's is not allowing you to do that run.
13. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15,
Oh,
inside the
good
5. Superb. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. A handoff for Warren. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Oh, good move. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point.
Why'd you stop?
And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side.
I hate to keep running it on you, but there's no reason for me to pass right now.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Warren. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
I'm not punting to you. I got down to your side of the field.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Their best friend.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Save it.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Where you are now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them.
Hold on,
Watching here in the second half.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
And did he put that on the time? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That was fucking luck.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
I love how
they're just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain.
Just giving myself space, that's all.
On the run, it's Warren. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over.
It probably goes by overall.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
I think Cleef Raymond's probably because he's the real-life guy.
In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to Montgomery on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
Don't know how that happened.
Okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A give to Williams, running right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Just gonna punt it. I just don't really have a need to score, so.
Helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone?
Yeah, why not?
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
McCarthy off the play fake.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's McCarthy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And
Keep
it's
your
been
damn
like this
block, you
all night
dumbass.
long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, my God.
This
Y'all know
one,
how to
they
fucking
need to
block.
go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now
Could have caught that ball, bro.
they want to catch the ball. But
Who,
they also want to
me?
make sure that the defenders don't
No, my
take it
receiver.
wrong.
I forgot.
A
Could have caught it.
surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
I don't want to. I really don't know what to do right now.
Not gonna go anywhere. Tackled
Yes.
by Emmanuel Mosley. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to them and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they...
Would you rather me punt it there?
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to
I
possess
just-
the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. That ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
You just put on your
Got down, Queen.
because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football.
Was that not going down fast enough?
I guess not for Patrick Queen, man. I guess.
Now McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's got his target. That's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 36 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after here coming up.
Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars.
Right here. Wait, come on, here first. Yeah.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. The busy night continues for Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get it.
What big ass fumble?
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line.
Fucking
Not near enough
crazy,
to keep the drive
He fumbled
alive.
once.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact
Yeah, he underthrew that bad.
And he threw a 5th interception. I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Caught by Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly...
And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. McCarthy over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. McCarthy eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. They'll run it. Warren. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
How was that not a safety?
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on.
Trust me, I found out a lot. It's the half-yard line.
Your feet were in the end zone.
This matters if the ball's in.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
I don't make the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was
I pressed square for him to swipe at it. Knock it out of your hand.
This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right.
Oh, you stopped. What the fuck you doing?
My goodness, another interception. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Supposed to run across the field, you dumbass.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right.
Oh.
Ooh, the juke.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line.
Ooh, I didn't thought he did block him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, and he did it himself.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on
I mean, I guess you could break your ribs trying to, you know, get around somebody.
They finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a run with Warren. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches.
Yeah, not everybody's going to get hurt.
There because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. On the give, it's Warren. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be getting a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run.
Oh, shit.
Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump it.
What was that all game?
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, no point of I put a backspin on that, but there's no point.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So the completion
Karen's very happy.
9 yards. And that brings
McCarthy.
up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Escaping
Man, boy.
pressure right.
Whoa.
The open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Throw caught by Raymond.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays to move it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on first.
Goddamn 78.
It's Warren.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Want me running the ball again?
The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City.
Why did you get the
And
call
when
again
this
this year?
moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears.
Didn't know how I feel about it.
The workouts, training camp, week 1.
Didn't know how I feel about it.
Building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team.
I could get it now for like only like $40, but I'm not gonna get it now, and the new one's gonna come out in the summer.
To face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all
No, they already
season,
leaked it for a summer.
they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium, ready to hand that Lombardi Trophy to the Pittsburgh Steelers, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I
Did he
want to
want
thank
you
my
to erase
partner,
it after
Charles
that, or what?
Davis, for another incredible season together
He
in the
didn't say,
booth.
but I guess I
Till the
could
fall,
because none
folks,
of us have
Brandon
really
Gaudin
anything to
said
do.
good night from
Yeah.
New Orleans.
I think it's just you and
It's just going to the off season now.
just you and Billy are commissioners. So. Hello. Selling these people are out.
I don't know how.
Darius Smith is
We
off
don't have
5
to.
weeks.
We don't have to sign no one, do we? This week,
No.
next week,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
staff week and we sign players. Yeah,
Yeah.
I go to staff week, but that's it.
Yeah, staff week. Because I don't know who all does the staff week.
Well, I'm gonna have to because I'm not gonna have none of my coaches. I'll have Tomlin, but
And upgrade, have players upgrade too.
Cam Hayward retired. Cordell
Huh?
Patterson retired. Oh
How many did you
shit,
retire?
3 so far.
Jason Peters, Hayward, Cordell Patterson.
That leaves it
Ryan Guard
open.
retired.
That
Only
leaves it
one retired.
open to get Sawyer then. Trade up and get Sawyer.
Jason, you're the Chiefs in this one, ain't you? Or are you in this one?
I don't think he's in this one.
Oh, I didn't think
The
he was.
Chiefs is Billy.
Isn't it Johnson and Mike Bennell? Damn, did fucking David not have anybody?
I don't know. Alright. End the broadcast.